Hi guys, this is John Callum from KHL Motorsport. We're making this video to tell you about the latest project at the shop. It's a 1997 Hyundai Coupe, and we're gonna make it four-wheel drive. It was sent to us. It was a complete car, but it was very rough. But it was complete, and it seemed like a good platform, a good base to do something crazy. And yeah, the decision was made to make it four-wheel drive. To make a Tiburon four-wheel drive is not without precedent, so we're not blazing a new trail. It was done in the US by the Liberal Rally Racing Team in America, led by John Buffum and Paul Choinier. They were the Hyundai Rally team back in the late 90s and early 2000s. So, in 1997, they unveiled the Hyundai Tiburon rally car that they had. And it was the national rally champion for 1997 and I think 1998. It practically used a 4G63 engine in the front with its four-wheel drive transmission and a Subaru rear suspension. We just so happened to have a 1997 Subaru Legacy at the shop. And we cannibalized it, but before cannibalizing it, we kind of had to keep it on four wheels. So we fabricated a solid axle for it. It rolls, and then finally we were able to push the Subaru out of the way by extricating its rear suspension and putting the coupe in the lifter. If you take a look at the rear suspension assemblies of the Subaru and the Hyundai, practically it's the same suspension design. McPherson strut, dual parallel lower links on the bottom, and a trailing arm in the front. They kind of interchange. Of course, the mounting holes on the top of the subframe, they're different, but you could almost make it work. Just a little bit of fettling and you can get the Subaru rear suspension to sort of bolt on to the chassis of the Tiburon. If you aligned it correctly, you will find that the trailing arms of the Hyundai will work with the Subaru Knuckle assembly. You would also see that the rear track width of the Subaru Legacy 1997 and the 1997 Tiburon, they're practically the same track width. If you really look at it, it seems to be a match made in heaven. And the next step was to mount the Knuckle to the strut. We had a choice whether to use a Subaru rear strut or reuse the stock Hyundai Tiburon shocks. The Subaru shock mount on the Knuckle is offset about 2 or 3 inches forward, where it is located as compared to the Tiburon Knuckle. So there are two options to that. Either you convert to a Subaru shock and really bastardize the strut tower to make the Subaru shock fit, or make an adapter or a bracket of some sort. And that's the path that we are pursuing at this point. I'm hoping that we are able to make a rigid bracket to show all of you guys in a future video. Also, we've already acquired our desired differential, the differential that we are going to use. Unfortunately, we could not use any Subaru Diff. A Subaru Diff would of course be bolt on to the subframe that we're using. However, Subaru does not make the required ratio, so we're converting to a Mitsubishi Diff. So we acquired one differential that has a viscous LSD in it but the wrong ratio, and we acquired another differential with the right ratio but an open diff. So you can see here that we are converting the internals of one diff and making the right ratio diff into an LSD unit. Right now, the rear suspension is still a work in progress. We're still not able to put it to the ground to the test. That would be a key point of progress on the project if we're able to make the car sit on its wheels on the rear for the very first time, and we're looking forward to doing that probably in the next few days. Anyway, that's a basic brief update, and this of course is not meant to be an exhaustive guide to make your Tiburon or Elantra a four-wheel drive car. Maybe it would inspire you to do and think of some other crazy stuff on your desired build. But anyway, that's it for now. We'll keep you updated on the next progress that we make on this car. I hope you guys are as excited as me. Looking forward to the next steps of this car. So again, I remind you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like us on Facebook. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you and God bless. And keep safe. We're still not out of the woods with this pandemic going on. So keep safe, keep alert, and God bless.